Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today we're going to do a reading on the exact name of your soulmate. So pick a pile, okay? You may choose from pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5, and go ahead to your selected pile. If you'd like to book a more personal and private reading with me, definitely book me at mediumisabella.com. Everything you need is in the description box below. And let's get started. Hello, pile number 1. You've chosen the red marker. So today we're going to find out who your soulmate is. But first, we're going to go and do a little bit of a read on who you are, okay? So first, we have the Knight card. So the Knight is often someone that's a very valiant person. They are someone that's very courageous. So you are someone that loves kind of like a knight in shining armor energy. Now, you don't have to be a male to have this energy. You can also just be someone who's very loyal to a fault, is what I just heard. You're also someone that's just a very kind hearted person. I'm literally seeing, like, you can see this is a knight. Oh my gosh, sorry for my thumb, but this is a knight, but you can see that there's like a huge heart, right? So this is someone who fights for what they love, fights for what they believe in, fights for what they care about. Loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor, is the light attributes, or are the light attributes. And for the shadow attributes, we have allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle and romantic delusions. So who you are someone that will go to the ends of the earth when it comes to someone that you care about, okay? This is a really good thing, but we, of course, don't want this to go overboard. So if you have found that in past relationships, you always went above and beyond for people and it felt like it was never reciprocated. Maybe it's about having that balance of sometimes giving your best to the relationship and then sometimes giving your best to yourself, okay? Now, the Knight also tells me that you have a lot of respect for whoever your soulmate is, but also that you are someone that just has a lot of respect for the people in your life. Whenever you meet someone, you definitely value them. You are not someone that easily trusts people or okay, so I'm getting two sides to this. Some of you do not trust people easily. Some of you do open your hearts to people because you want to see the best in people and you try to give them chances. But the point is, when someone does kind of, how do I say this? You give a lot of chances to people and you're very open to making sure that they are loved, that they feel secure, that they feel like I'm sorry, I'm already getting names. Hold on. Let me bring my energy back. I'm already getting names. I'm just gonna say this because I heard the name Tony, so letter T, right? But hold on. Let me just bring this back. Whew, okay, yeah. Like I said, I just feel like you're someone who is loyal to and very dedicated to the person you're with. We just want to balance that. This is your soulmate. We have the warrior card. So that's very interesting because this person is someone that matches your energy, right? Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego, right? So this warrior card, this person, your soulmate, by the way, soulmates can be romantic, platonic, they can be pets sometimes, but I mean, we're really just focusing on human soulmates. If a pet appears, great. We're focusing on the name of that person. But essentially, a soulmate is someone that you kind of have a life purpose with. You likely have something to work on with that person in this lifetime, and you have likely had at least one past life with them, and that's why you feel really familiar with them, right? So this does not necessarily have to be romantic, but the warrior card is here. Like I said, you and this person are actually very similar in energy. In fact, I feel like you would fight for each other. And I'm also seeing that that is this person's part of this person's connection in your life is the fact that both of you see that in each other and value that in each other. Both of you would fight for each other or would want to do something to make the other feel secure, right? The shadow attributes of the warrior are trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. So both you and your soulmate are people who, when you're very focused on an objective, it's really hard to get you guys on off track. So my hyperfixation girlies and guys are here. I'm kidding. But again, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. We just want to balance that, right? Okay, with the warrior card as well, I do feel that the soulmate is someone who's a very loyal person. They're loyal when it comes to actions, okay? You will see this. This is the kind of person who is not afraid to quote unquote cut a bitch for you. Like that's what I just heard. Like they would not be afraid to stand up for someone for you if they saw that that person was like bullying you or anything like that, you know? Okay, this person's connection to you in life. The engineer card is here. So for some of you, this is like literally a connection to engineering. I'm also seeing with a knight and warrior, some of you may have like connections to physical kinds of work or physical kinds of industries like law enforcement, right? Because they're the warriors, or like army, navy, like anything that has to do with like Mars energy, which is physical action, athletes, anything that has to do with physical energy. The connection between the two of you as the engineer. This is the ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. You and this person are going to build things together. Like that's pretty much it, really. Yeah. But so you and this person, because you both have or share the same ideas, you're going to build a lot of things together. It's very possible that for some of you, you have a business together or you have an idea that takes off together with this person. But yeah, one of this person's missions in your life or your missions towards each other is to help each other kind of put that force and that energy into motion. So both of you are like knight and warrior, right? You're both very much like, I will do this. I will fight for you. I have all this energy to like make this happen. So you both meeting or you both being together creates ideas, businesses. Like it's a very creative energy. Like this is the idea of like best friend, business partner. That's the feeling I'm getting with this person. This could also be for romantic stuff. This could also be building a life with that person. Or maybe if this is a romantic relationship, then you and that person would have a business together. Like it doesn't, it makes sense that way. The shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. So both of you also need to work on making sure that we don't lose emotion in our ambitions. We don't lose sight of how we feel. Because you're both very much like, how do I explain this, right? Like, it's not that you guys are unemotional, it's that when you're dedicated to something, there is no stopping both of you. So, actually, I'm seeing that another purpose you both have in each other's lives is to kind of call each other out on your bullshit BS, you know? That's like the feeling of, oh, I know you're hyper fixating on that person and you need to stop if that's like your best friend, right? Or hey, you need to like take a break. You literally haven't like taken a break since you started on that like exam or whatever, So both of you will kind of keep each other in check. Okay. So this person, your soulmate, may have blue eyes. Remember, this is general message, so not everything will kind of resonate for every single person, but they may have blue eyes or just eyes that you find to be like alluring or mesmerizing somehow. There's a focus on their eyes. Maybe their eyes are very much notable to you, or it's something that you just, whenever you think of them, the first thing you think of is their eyes or something you find attractive about them. Now, the witty, funny, and comedian card is also here, so this person may be a very funny and witty person. Like I said, they're not afraid to kind of clap back at people who are mean. Like, I just see that for sure with them. Okay, we're gonna go into some zodiac signs. What is the soulmate's zodiac signs? We have Aquarius and Pisces. Now we're gonna go on to the part of the reading where we write down some names. So I'm just gonna channel some names for you guys as to who this person might be or what their name may be. Can you guys even see that? So I got Tony, but I'm also getting Tori, Terry, Jackson, Justin. I also heard the state of Alabama. Alabama. Okay, Alabama. Or something like, if I'm not picking up on that name, an Allah name, like Alan could be, Alanis. You know what I just heard also, like Nirvana. So there may be some, like, there's something about the initial letter N. I heard Nirvana, but that doesn't feel exactly right. So this person may have an N name. that may be specific to them as well. Kevin. I'm still going back to T. T is definitely very important here. Perhaps that's you or them, but T is definitely an initial here. We also have Sam, Samuel. I'm also hearing an adnash, ad, ad name, but it also feels like it's followed by N, so like an adnash, uh, I'm gonna leave it with you guys. Definitely comment below if you feel like you resonate with this, or if you have. I mean, I know some of you don't want to reveal like private details, so you can just say, "Hey, that resonated with me. This initial definitely made sense to me." So we have A, we have letter T, we have J, we have letter K, we have Samuel, letter S, Justin, N, Nirvana, Naveen, Kitten. Why did I kitten? Katie? Okay, hold on. There's definitely something about this name. Like, you know what I'm hearing? Tasha? Tasha? Something that sounds like that. Like, I'm actually hearing like Adnasha or Tasha. There's definitely that sound of like Osh. And then I also heard Smith. We also have Jake that just came through. But those are what I have. Okay, so these are what I have for the names for you guys, pile one. Let me know if you resonated with this, and if you'd like to, you may check out the other piles. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pal number two. You picked the blue marker for who your soulmate is, so let's see who they are. First, we're going to talk about who you are. So you're the king. You're appearing as the king here. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. So you're definitely coming through either as a masculine energy or as someone with a very royal, regal, respectable energy. You are someone that's a generous person. You're also likely in a position of leadership, or definitely other people see you as that. You are someone who is like, this is reminding me of the planet Jupiter. In astrology, Jupiter is someone that's like the daddy, basically, sky daddy, right? That's giving to everybody, always charitable, benevolent to everyone. So I just see you as a very kind person who always makes sure that everybody else is okay. You're also likely an advice giver to some other people. I just see you being like a parent to others, you know, like whether you're an actual parent or you feel like a parent to other people. It's very interesting that the first card that represents you is blue, and we also have this. The blue is about your throat chakra, so this is definitely you being a good communicator. I just see you as, like I said, someone who's very good at communicating and seeing things from a different perspective. And because of this, people are drawn to you, and it's a very healing type of energy. Your soulmate is the destroyer card. This is releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life, shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. So this person that's coming into your life, don't be scared. I know you're already like clicking your keyboards. Oh my God. Don't say this to me, Isabella. No. The destroyer card, I kind of see this as someone who's willing to do things that other people are not. Like, they remind me of people who are very good with boundaries, you know. This is the kind of person that's willing to walk away from a situation if it's destructive. You know, they're willing to destroy everything they've built if it means they do what is best for themselves. And so I actually feel that because you're a very benevolent, kind, charitable person, this person's going to teach you a lot about being a little bit more selfish and being willing to walk away from something even if you think you have such a responsibility towards other people. So you know who this reminds me of? Taylor Swift. So like whenever I do a reading for her, I do celebrity readings too. Check it out on my channel. But yeah, whenever I do a reading for her, she feels a sense of responsibility for her fans and the people that work for her. It's this feeling of like, oh my God, like if I make the wrong move, I'm gonna let them down. You know, what about the other people? Like I literally give money to these people, or like I hire them, I employ them. If I mess up, how are they gonna feel? That's where I see your energy. But the soulmate that's coming into your life, or perhaps it's someone you've already met. By the way, soulmates are not necessarily romantic. They can also be platonic, family members, friends, colleagues, sometimes pets. These are often people that you simply have a special bond with, or someone that you feel familiar with, someone you have a purpose or a life lesson to learn with. So even if things don't work out, even if someone's an ex, for example, sometimes that can be a soulmate also. But yes, this person is someone who reminds you that it's good and it's okay to set some boundaries, right? It's okay to release things when they no longer work, because your shadow attributes as the king are excessive feelings of entitlement or rulership without restraint. But I also just see that as like feeling like, okay, so sometimes you give and give and give to others, hoping that by giving enough, they will give you the reciprocal amount in return. And then you're disappointed it doesn't happen. And the reason why is because you can't make someone love you. You can't make someone give to you. This person shows you it's okay to just walk away from someone if you've tried to do your best to love them. You have given them your heart, your soul. You've done your part. It's okay to let them love you back. And if they don't, it's okay to walk away. They teach you a lot about release. They teach you a lot about healing, endings. So we have the foreign card. So this person may be someone that's like a foreigner. They may be linked to other countries. They may work with other countries. They speak a lot of foreign languages, or they're actually just quite literally foreign, living in a different state or living in a different country, right? There's some form of distance. We also have red hair here. So that could be dyed red hair. That could also be natural red hair. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We also have neurodivergent here, okay? And now we have this person's purpose in your life. We have the Fool card. This person strives to make you laugh. That's really what their main purpose in life is. You take life so seriously because of your responsibilities towards other people that this person just wants to make things easier for you. They want to make life just lighter for you, okay? This is someone who's willing to make a fool out of themselves for you, okay? They fearlessly reveal their emotions, and that's why they're the destroyer, right? The destroyer is such a like dark sounding term, but it's not. It reminds me of like blowing things up because I just want to start again, or like blowing things up so I don't have to care anymore. It doesn't actually feel bad. It just feels like this person strives to be free of anything that holds them back. So their purpose in your life is to actually remind you that you can just be okay. Like you don't have to worry so much about what you look like to other people or how other people perceive you or whether they care about you or respect you. I mean, you may be someone that considers yourself a people pleaser sometimes. So yeah, like they just remind you, like just have fun in life, okay? Okay. What is this soulmate's zodiac sign? Okay. We have Aquarius and Pisces. These are like the two signs that came up earlier as well. And then now we're going to go and do the name of this person. So I was already hearing some stuff. I heard Sarah. Okay. So we have the initial letter S, right? Sarah. Oh, I'm also hearing Jamie. Kennedy. I also have such a, I'm like, my throat is like congested. So I don't know if some of you have like a cold right now or like congestion in your throat. Cough that out. I'm kidding. Let's get some names for who this soulmate is, please. We have F. I have an F name. Fallon. Fallon. I also have Princess. Why did I just hear Princess or something? Frances? I feel like those names combined. I also just heard twin. So some of you may consider this person your twin flame, or some of them are actually like twins, or they have a twin. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Marcus, Janelle. I'm getting very like different names here, huh? Because sometimes I'll get one initial and it's like things of that initial, but I'm hearing very different ones. I will say, because I'm not gonna know every single name, right? Maybe it sounds like scandalous. Maybe it sounds like the name of your person. I'm gonna pick that up in a bit. So if it sounds like the name of your person, then go with that. Or if it's like the initial, okay. So we have SJKFP. M as well. Okay. Let me go pick that up. Okay, we're back. Um, you know what else I heard? I did hear lady. Why did I hear lady? I heard lady and then Kennedy again. Kennedy? Are you guys like, is some of you like, excuse me, do some of you have a title? A title or like, sorry for that. A title or like a position somewhere high? Because we did see the king, right? So if it's not about your soulmate, it may be about you as well. But someone here definitely is like of a high position. So this reminds me of like high political position, or your name means something, or you have a title. Something important about a title is here. I just heard also divorced, two kids. Okay, hold on. Let me see what else. Okay. So this could be information about your soulmate or you, but more specifically, the names, I do channel them for your soulmate. Pamela, or a P name that I can't tell exactly what. These are the names that I have. I don't feel like I'm getting much more because it feels like the energy is slowing down as well. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's what I have for you. Thank you guys so much. Pile number two. Sorry for the whole crash. Oh, Jesus. But thank you so much. If you resonated with this, maybe comment below. If you're like, okay, I kind of recognize the initials there, that totally makes sense. Let me know, and I will talk to you next time. Comment below any suggestions you may have. If you want to book a more personal and private reading with me, you know what to do. Okay, bye. Hello, pal number three. Welcome to your soulmate's name. Okay, so we're going to start with your energy. You have the priest energy. So you may be someone that's quite spiritual, actually, or you're someone that has like a high devotion or faith in something that's higher than yourself. The priest card's light attributes are facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So either, yes, you yourself are very spiritual, or you're someone that likes to question and think about things in relation to the divine. You know, like maybe you're someone that just wants to know more about what is out there. Perhaps you're also seen as someone that is like a priest, someone who is very spiritual, or someone who's generous, someone who's kind. The shadow attributes violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So we have to be careful a little bit about this, right? Because I kind of see you as a beacon of light to other people. I see you as someone who serves a greater purpose towards humanity in a sense of helping them understand more about life, but that doesn't necessarily make you better or worse than anybody else. We're all equal, right? So it's just a reminder to keep a spiritual ego in check. So also here with the priest, this tells me that there's just a high devotion. I just see this as like whenever you are with someone, whether in love, in life, if you believe in them, you totally believe in them and you're willing to take chances, take risks, and take a leap of faith for them. The soulmate that you have here is actually a student. So priest and student, this is already giving me the vibe of like you're someone that's kind of a higher position. This is someone who's definitely willing to learn from you. We have humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. We also have shadow attributes, arrogance and the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So as I was saying that, I was also hearing something about employees. So if this person is not a student, they may be an employee of yours, or they may be a subordinate somehow. It's like I just see the position of like mentor, student, you're taking someone under your wing. This is not the same as like a child relationship, not to my knowledge. It's possible, but I don't see it that way. Even if it is a relationship, right? You are often the person that is wise here, and that person often kind of listens to you or asks you for advice, okay? So that's who you are, and this is who your soulmate is. Your soulmate is someone who's actually a very curious person, asks a lot of questions. I think this makes you feel very loved, like whenever people ask you about something you're genuinely interested in, it makes you feel more seen and more vulnerable. And whenever you answer this person, you make them feel more seen and more vulnerable also, because you took the time to actually like reply to them, or to actually like educate them about something. Like they love learning from you. They love being in your energy because they feel more enriched around you as well. Okay. I do feel that there are going to be some frustrations here in a sense that sometimes you might feel like this person is too dependent on you and on your approval or in what you have to say. So some boundaries will definitely need to be set. Okay. But yeah, this relationship, by the way, soulmate relationships are not all romantic. This can still be romantic. I've already discussed it. Even if it is romantic, there would be this dynamic of I learn from you, right? If it is platonic, right, then this would be like, this could be a child, a family member, even if they're older than you, if there's someone that just wants to learn from you, that's the energy we're talking about. Or like I said, subordinate, employee, or someone that's like in your community, a member of some place. Okay. We also have for who this person is a significant birthmark. So they may have this, and then green eyes, okay, or green contact lenses. Remember, this is a general message. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, okay, for your purpose in each other's lives, we have the damsel card. Understanding the nature of healthy romance, it inspires you to rely on yourself. So again, for some of you, this is definitely going to be a romantic connection. Its shadow attributes are waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. So for you, pile number 3, what I'm seeing is that whether this situation is romantic or platonic, there is something about you where your energy is very seductive to this person. So this reminds me of like, oh, you're very powerful or you're very knowledgeable, and it's like I just want to be like you. It's very much mentor student kind of energy. Again, it's very much like, how do I explain this? Like, I want to be like you. I either want to be you, date you, or be like you. That's the vibe I'm getting from this person. Or again, if not date you, be your friend, but they want to be like you. So there's a lot of admiration here. Again, these boundaries need to be set because I feel like this person idolizes you, which is why we talked about ego earlier. This person idolizes you, but it's like not healthy for both of you because it's like it raises your ego to like an unhealthy amount. But at the same time, with this person, they kind of say they accept everything you say. If this is a romantic connection, this is the kind of person that's like, okay, yeah, let's just do that. Even though in their head, it's like, I never wanted to do that in the first place. I just said yes because you wanted to. So the damsel card here, again, this is about having healthy boundaries. This is about both of you realizing, hey, you can still be your own person. So I actually feel that with this relationship in particular, there's a bit of healthy distance that is necessary because this person needs to figure their stuff out by themselves. They need to figure out what feels good to them outside of you. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get your this soulmate zodiac sign now. We have Aries and we have Gemini. We're gonna go into the name of your soulmate. Okay. So we still have Kevin. I had this name already present from the previous group, so you might want to check that out also. I also have Devin, so like variations of this name, something that sounds like it, Devin, Kevin. Okay, was that supposed to leave? You know what I have? Priscilla. That's a very interesting and unique name. So it could be Priya, PR name, or P name. Patricia. I also have Dart. I wonder if it's like Dara. There's something about this sound, Dara, Sandara. I even think of like Zendaya. So names likely with like 3 syllables, so like Zendaya, Dara. I also just heard Alicia, Alicia. I also heard Taurus as a last name. Louise. I'm gonna run out of space. Oh no. Salmon? Why did I hear salmon? Like the fish. Salmon. Salmon? Salmon? Celine. Haven't heard that name in forever. Celine. And then Selena. Okay. There's definitely a D name that I can't get. You know what it sounds like? Dianara, maybe Diana even. Diana, Dianara. Comment below if you resonate with any of this. Like D, there's a D name. So if I'm not getting your name here, then let's focus on the initials. We have K, D, P, Z, T, S, A, L. Okay, yes. I also just heard Maddie. Maddie or Maddie. So M. So that's who I have. Okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you guys so much. If you like this reading, definitely like, subscribe, share, and all that. If you want to book a more personal and private reading with me, you know what to do. Everything's in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Comment below which you resonated with and if it made sense to you. Okay, bye. Hello, pal number 4. You chose the pink markers for your soulmate or what their name is. So first we're going to go into your energy. So you're coming up as the wounded child, okay? Light attributes awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Wounded children opens the learning path of, okay. Light attributes awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. So we also have the shadow attributes, blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So again, first of all, you're coming through as the wounded child, which means that you are someone who has had to spend a lot of time with people that have taken advantage of you or like not respected your boundaries. And because of this, I see that it's really difficult for you to be secure, to feel secure on your own. Some of you are definitely working things out. Some of you need to do a bit more work to get there. But I see that in general, most of you are doing your best to get there, to work on healing, especially. With the wounded child, by the way, the color red, this is pink, but the color red in itself is all about the root chakra. And I kept getting this feeling around my lower back. So there may be lower back pain, there may be bowel issues. So that's like, sorry if this is TMI. But you may be experiencing bowel issues or something in relation to that sometimes, or again, lower back pain that may relate to your root chakra or your sense of feeling stable and secure in yourself. So here's the thing, a lot of the work that you have to do right now is definitely about yourself. And I know that's likely not what you want to hear, but this is what it is, and you don't have to do it alone. Of course, you can find a way to do it with others as well, like this. This is about including other people in your space of healing so that you don't have to go through that journey alone. But this is what their most important message is for you right now. Your soulmate is the child, the nature child. So very interesting that you're both coming through as the child cards because they've been shuffled, So the nature child can sometimes be an earth sign. You may sometimes be a fire sign, by the way, because of these colors. The nature child, that is someone who has friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Shadow attribute is tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. So where I see you, your soulmate rather, is that this is someone who connects with nature a whole lot. I feel like both of you connect with each other because of this sense of youthfulness. It's because sometimes you both act in a childish way. That's not an insult. It's like sometimes you're both very youthful, and that's why you're drawn to each other, regardless of whether this is platonic or a friendship, a family kind of connection, a sibling, even. You and this person feel this bond of, I can just be myself around you. Okay. I often feel like I'm playing pretend with other people. I feel like I have to be this quote unquote grown up and I have to be so put together. And sometimes I just can't be that person. And I feel like I can just be myself around you. And that's what I see with you and this person. I'm seeing that your wounds is something that you guys may bond over together because both of you have a safe space to talk about that with each other. The vibe that I'm getting from these two cards is kind of like best friends. It's very much the feeling of, we both grew up in this environment and we both understand how the other deals with it. You get me like no one else does. It's so interesting how in this reading in particular, I feel like I'm talking to someone specifically because I think what's going on is I'm channeling those messages from you guys where it's like, it's a very personal relationship. Whoever this person is, this soulmate, whether you've met them already or you're going to meet them in the future, it's a very personal, close relationship, okay? It's very intimate is what I want to say even. So again, regardless of like whatever kind of connection it is, There's a definite deep level of closeness. Now, we have speaks multiple languages here, okay? Or this person, this soulmate may just be a very good communicator. And then we also have freckles or significant skin condition. So it would be something that would be noticeable about them or would be kind of like an identifier essentially of who they are. So, okay, with the nature child as well, this may be a connection to nature or just them having pets or them having a lot of pets, especially with the nature child in particular. They may just be also someone that loves to hang out outside, loves to go on hikes or on walks or something of a similar nature. Now, the connecting card between the two of you, or the card that kind of is like your purpose in each other's lives, is the prostitute card. Don't freak out. I know. You guys are like, what the heck does that mean? Okay, here's what it is. The light attribute is accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. The shadow attribute is places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. So your purpose in each other's lives is actually to pull each other out of your wounded selves, okay? You're not responsible for healing this person, and they're not responsible for healing you, but you're gonna know that this is that soulmate because whenever you're around them, like they just get you. Maybe you even literally have the same exact story. It's that feeling of like, oh my gosh, like you're my sister, you're my sibling, you're just what the heck, have we met? Like there's definitely going to be that acknowledgement. For sure I'm seeing between the two of you. Like you might even call each other your soul sisters, but like you would acknowledge that both of you have gone down a similar path. And how you help each other is actually to get out of that. Okay? Because yes, we have had our difficulties, our wounds from the past, but we both don't want to stay there. Okay? And this relationship, when it is in its shadow kind of side, both of you kind of enable each other's behaviors. But when it's in its light side, when you're both working on yourselves, when you're both working towards healing, you both compassionately tell each other how to do better. Okay, this feels like a very supportive connection. This feels like it's seriously like it's giving me sibling bond or like best friend bond, really. And I know that it's like it may be something else, it may still be romantic or family or anything, but the bond is still the same, which is okay. I got you and I get you, and you know what, I'm the one person in your life that's not going to judge how you react to things. But that doesn't mean we stay in our wounded state. That just means we get better. Okay, like this is the kind of person where when you're having an outburst or when you're just like feeling really frustrated, you wouldn't be afraid to say stuff to them because you'd be like, I know they just would get me, they wouldn't judge me, they would hold a safe space for me. So that's such a beautiful relationship. Okay, so we're gonna go now into the name that this person may have. Okay, so first I heard Daisy. I definitely heard Angela or A names, right? Okay. Sydney. Sydney. I mean, other variations and spellings as well. Sid may also be a part. I automatically wrote that. So, like, Sid may also be another variation of the spelling. It could be like another name that's like Sid something. Like, and I'm just not sure of what it is. I also just heard Roxy, Roxanne. Okay, hold on. Luke, Jesse, Jessica, Colorado, Colorado. So I know that's a state, but like that might be relevant somehow. Or it could just, I mean, I don't know. Some of you guys have like states as names. It just came through. Hold on. I also just heard Nashville, actually. Is this someone from the South? Okay, hold on. And I heard Tennessee. So I know it's like Nashville, Tennessee. So, okay, here's the thing. We're going to go and take initials also. So we have D, A, S, R, L, J, C, N, and T. James. And also a surname. I have the names, I have literally the word stairwell, but I think it's a name. I think it's supposed to be a last name that sounds like that, like a two word last name, like stairwell. Like I don't know, something like that. Like a last name. There's a last name that feels like this. Okay. Um, Rose. Someone keeps saying, okay, now I'm hearing sayonara. So there may be a relation to Japan. I'm hearing a K name, but I can't make it out. Kitsch. Kitsch? Kitschy? Kitschy? Ki... Richie? Dolly? These are such interesting names because they don't feel like human names. You know, Dolly, Daisy. Now I just heard Robert or Bob. Bob. AJ. That's a clear AJ. Claire. Claire. Kelly. I just saw Haley. Haley Dunphy from Modern Family. So I don't know if that person looks like that person or if it's Haley or Hallie, a variation of that name. I'm sure you guys can't read this at this point. Sorry. Haley, Hallie. Again, there's something about they're going with last names for me here. Like I heard Macintosh, but like, okay, well, that's not the spelling, obviously. So Macintosh, but it's something like a Mac something, like a last name that's like Mac something. Or maybe the name is Mac itself. See, like Halliwell, Halliwell. Cooper, Copper, Sid Hearth, Sid Hearth, Malena, Manila, Magdalene, Magdalena, Elaine, Joseph, Eloise. Okay. Rosanna, Rosanna. They're like, so when you go back to these names, right? It feels like they're somehow similar. Like some of for example, we have Roxanne and Rose, Rosanna, right? So I feel like that they're still trying to communicate the same names or similar sounding names, but I can't exactly hear them. When it comes to hearing spirit, it's like I feel like I'm listening to a whisper, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that with you guys. Thank you so much. Definitely let me know what you make sense of, what you resonate with. Thank you so much, pile number 4, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hello, pile number 5. Welcome to your pick a card reading. Let's see what's going on. So first, you're coming through as the hedonist, okay? So you're someone that is very pleasure driven. The hedonist's light attributes are inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. So you may be someone that's quite stylish. Perhaps you have Taurus, Libra placements, or you have heavy Venus placements in your birth chart. Perhaps you're someone who loves Aphrodite or loves the idea of like the goddess of beauty, loves love, loves sex, loves pleasure, loves just like the comforts of life. You're someone who loves luxury, possibly, or even loves luxury brands, right? The hedonist card here just sees this is all about seeking pleasure in the little things in life. You're someone who loves to enjoy life no matter what. Now, when it comes to the person, your soulmate, okay, we have the judge card here. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. And then for shadow attributes, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. So the person you're dealing with or the soulmate here, regardless of whether it's platonic or romantic, right? This is someone who's kind of the opposite of you because you're someone that's like, I want it, I got it. Like, you know what I'm hearing? Ariana Grande is like Seven Rings song. That's what I'm hearing. Like, I want it, I got it. Now, anyway, the judge card here, this person though, on the other hand, they like to weigh things beforehand. They like to think twice before doing anything. So they're the exact opposite. They're like, I need to be practical. I need to think things through before pursuing something. I need to take a look at the situation or the matter more closely. they're very much the opposite, you know? Okay, you're okay. Hold on. This person may be someone who is a massage therapist, or someone who is very good with their hands, you know? Um, or if not, if it's not a romantic connection, then this is someone who is very handy. Like their hands are very skilled. So perhaps they literally just have very noticeable hands. Like maybe you like the way that their hands look, or maybe they have significant hands somehow. There's something with their hands that's relevant or important, or they're like crafty or artistic or skilled with their hands. Now, one of the cards here, younger than you. So there is a bit of an age gap. I did ask for these cards in terms of the soulmate, so it's likely that they are younger than you or that you are younger than them, but more likely this one, okay? Now, what connects the two of you, or like what is your purpose for each other in this lifetime? We have the card of the slave, okay? The light attribute, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Shadow attribute, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So, there's some form of like a boundary setting thing here. This reminds me of like a relationship where one person is like, they do whatever they want. They're like, I just want to enjoy life. I just want to do this. Maybe they're not, maybe you're not so good with money, for example. And then the other person is like, no, we got to save money though. So there's the person that thinks that the responsible thing to do, and then the person who's more free and easygoing and thinks of the fun thing to do. And neither are really bad unless it's overboard, right? Or it's overkill, right? And that's the issue here with the slave card here, right? What this is it's about compromise. This relationship, regardless of whether it's love, family, I don't know, maybe it's even like your soulmate could even be like someone that you trust to give you advice. So this could literally be a lawyer, a therapist, or someone. This is about like compromise, okay? It's about finding a middle ground between yourself and this person wherein you're not giving up so much of yourself that you are sacrificing everything for this person, but that also you are just doing things for the benefit of yourself in the relationship. I hope I'm explaining that right. So essentially, it's like, for example, okay, I'm trying to think of like a good example here. Okay, let's say this is a relationship and one of you guys is like, loves to spend money, loves to buy things and whatever. And the other one is like, hey, we got to worry about money, right? I'm not saying that you have to submit to this person. Actually, what you have to submit to is whatever you guys have together. If that's a business partnership, if that's a marriage, a relationship, a friendship, it is respecting that this person said, hey, we need to like work on a budget. Okay. And it's also this person respecting that you are someone that your personality is someone that just likes to enjoy life and not stifling that. So both of this is about compromise, and you're going to learn that a lot from each other, but it's a good thing because you both are actually very headstrong in your own fields. You think that it's like hedonism. Sometimes like you guys think that you don't have self-discipline. Actually, it's not a lack of discipline really. It's just you're disciplined at doing the thing you want to do. So it's like it's more so I just want to do whatever I want to do, you know. And this one also, you're just headstrong when it comes to doing what that thing is. And this person is also headstrong when it comes to implementing the rules and regulations, or like implementing the boundaries and the strategies or whatever, you know. So it's like you both are very strong minded in your own fields. So this is about finding that healthy middle ground where both of you are happy with what you're giving up for this situation. I really want to keep saying this connection. So likely this is a romantic soulmate, but again, this could still be friendship. This could even be like, I don't know. I mean, that's probably highly unprofessional if you and your therapist, like, you feel like they're your soulmate, but I guess that kind of happens probably as well. But it just feels like that kind of connection where someone here feels more like an authority figure and the other one feels more like a free-spirited kind of rebellious individual that does what they want. So there's this dynamic of like you set rules and I break them. So even if this is like if this is a relationship that's not like the healthiest, I'm gonna be honest, right? This doesn't mean it can't work. It's just both of you have to find a healthier compromise. Okay. Now let's go into the zodiac sign. What is the zodiac sign of the Judge here? We have Taurus or Aquarius energy here, okay? So we're going to go now into the potential names of the person that is noted here, okay? All right, so for group number 5, what is the name of their soulmate? Marco. Oh, I just wrote Maro. Okay, Marco. Marcus. You know what I'm hearing? Marcus Aurelius. I don't even know who that is, but I'm hearing that name. So, like, why am I hearing very old names? What is that connection? Like, I'm literally hearing Cleopatra now. I don't think that's the right person. Isn't it Mark Anthony or something? Am I wrong about that too? I don't know. Sorry, history people. But yeah, I'm hearing very old names. So either you and this person are old souls, or maybe you have an old name. If I don't get it, then if I don't write it down here, there's an old energy to that name. Like I'm even hearing Bible names. So Bible names, classical or historical names are definitely here. But let's see what else is here. Angel, Angelica, Taylor, Robinson, Matthew. Why did I just hear Nemo? That's funny. Like Nemo as in Finding Nemo. Okay, perhaps there's an N name that I don't know of. So first we have ATRMC so far. ATRMC. Sally. Also heard Saturday actually. So Saturday may be relevant somehow. S. There's definitely like an M. You know what I'm hearing? Millie, Melena. Yeah, okay. That's what I got. Donald. I also heard county. This also feels like one of you maybe from a small town. Even if it's like growing up, like there would have been a small town involved here because I'm hearing county, county sheriff or something. Okay, hold on. I'm not getting a lot of names here. I feel like it was like these are for the other groups. I feel like they were flowing a lot more. Like they were just easy flowing. So, okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on. What other name do we have here? Juan, John, Janelle. This came up earlier as well. Gia, Gia, Gina, Gianna, or Giovanni even. Gio. There's a G something name. Clarissa. I think that's it. I can't get any more names. You know what else I'm hearing? I'm hearing Madonna. Which again, I'm telling you, these are not names for normal people. So like, sorry, no offense, but I'm just saying, like, they're not very common names. So I'm leaning more towards like what the energy of these names are because perhaps I don't understand what they are. So especially for people of foreign countries, I'm sorry, I have to learn more names. I know a bit of them. Okay, I feel like I can tell a name as to where that person comes from based on their name most of the time. But there's more that I have to learn, clearly. But I'm definitely getting this vibe of like Bible classic historical kind of names, like Madonna, like something even named after like a structure, named after a statue. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if one of you's a Leonardo or whatever. There must be something about like likening it to old things or likening it to old structures. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone here was a Helene or Helena, very Greek names or something that's like Athena, like very mythological names. Like someone here has definitely like, I don't know, this group definitely has names that are like not very modern, for sure. I'm convinced. Or even I just heard Saint Patrick. Is that even really like, is he actually like a saint? But I'm hearing Saint Patrick, right? So maybe Patrick is one of the names, but or maybe it's like saints because that came through together. So name of a saint. Again, someone here has like very religious parents, must have been, or is very religious themselves. So that's what I'm getting. Okay. So these names can either resonate for you or your soulmate, but I do ask for the intention of the soulmate's names. Okay. So that's it for this reading. Thank you guys so much. I absolutely appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye.